All right, guys. So, as I said, we are testing out this beautiful birdie, the P-51 Mustang Speedy P-51. What we've got going on today. You guys always know. If you are interested in acquiring any of my Overkills tutorial guides for Microsoft Flight Simulator, please consider joining me on Patreon. Patreon subscribers level tier 2 and above have access to all of my guides, as well as any future updates and future guides that will be coming down the road. Link to Patreon can be found in the description below. Alright guys, so as I said, we are going to be checking out this beautiful aircraft, the P-51 Mustang today. Now, you know, it's a Sobo aircraft. That's one thing I will give them. The textures always look absolutely fantastic, but I figured we'd take a quick spin around this glorious aircraft. One of my favorites in history. Just absolutely majestic looking plane, plus the sound. You can't beat the sound of a P-51 Mustang, and hopefully a Sobo matches that today, and we'll be able to hear a lot of those really neat and very unique sounds to the Mustang that she produces. So without further delay, let's go ahead and jump into the cockpit, see about getting her started, and get airborne. Alright, so stepping into the cockpit, she's pretty familiar for me. We'll see how much of this I remember. I could be absolutely full of crap. It's been a long time since I've been on the Mustang here. We should have radiator coolant here and oil coolant down there. Both should be in the automatic position by default. I don't know if we can change those. Do we have option? Yeah, it looks like we do. And let's see here. That's going to be our landing light down under here. All right, and let's see if I remember how. We should have a fuel tank gauge. Oh, am I not? There it is. Yep. All right, so let's see if we can get a better view of the fuel tank, because we're going to need to see those. Your fuel tank gauges are going to be here. I believe there's another one on the right side, and if it's modeled... Yep, right there. There's your other one. So, let's see how we're going to want to do this. You're definitely going to want to be able to see these guys. So, I'm going to set these custom views. Let's do Control Alt and 5 here. Bring this back where I can see it again. Man, that's just brutal. And I think we'll do this as Control Alt and 6. So, Alt 6 will trigger it. Let me set my camera views. You guys know how much I like doing that. Gotta have those custom views. I feel like we're zoomed in. We are. Let me just reset to the default view here. Oh, I guess I can't. Well, it just takes me back to where I was. Alright, well, let me just try to get myself squared away here. Do. And... Alright, I think that's good. Why is there a 747 at Tucson International? I can't remember the last time there was ever a 747 at Tucson International. Pretty plane, though. I wonder who's rolling in here. Big monster. Anyway, so let's get down into here and let's see if I can remember how to do this. Let's go ahead and walk through the checklist. We'll see what it's like. See how much of this I remember. Pre-flight inspection, fuel quantity. Yep, we just did a check on that, so we're good there. Flight controls, free and correct this time. I'm actually going to check. Boom, there we go. Let's check rudder pedals. Rudder pedals are responding. Brakes are good. All right. And let's make sure that parking brake is set, because that is one that bites me all the time. Now, the drag is, I got to remember where the parking brake is. Depress pedals to release the parking brake. That's right. So we want to push on the parking brake, or push on our pedals. So we're depressing the pedals and then pull this and let go. And the parking brake is set. And then if you tap the brakes, oh, I feel like they didn't lock. Huh, interesting. Let me make sure that's the parking brake then. I'm pretty sure that's the parking brake. Oh, no, it helps when you pull the right thing. Gosh, I hope I wasn't messing with anything. Alright. And let's see here. So now Alright, I went back out of that view. So now let me show you how to do this. So we tap the parking brake. Oh, it's not modeled. That's too bad. That was kind of cool. So what you're supposed to do is you hold your brakes down, then you pull the parking brake handle, let go of the brakes, and they should stay in the position. And then you just tap the brakes to get out of it. Alright, let's keep going with our checklist here. Go right into starting engine. Magnetos are in the off position. Battery switch on. Battery's going to be down over here. There's our battery switch. Alternator switch on. I know it's down there, so let's get into a better view here. That's a generator. That's our battery. Let's just do the... Yeah, that's a generator. Well, I guess that would be... Alright, so generator's on. There's the battery switch, sorry. Tick item. Throttle, open 1 inch. Okay, mixture, idle cutoff. There's idle cutoff. I don't think the axis control works for that. Let's see here. So let's see here. Tick item, RPM, max RPM. That's propeller pitch. Carburetor to the normal position. Can you untick, please? Thank you. Alright, carburetor is in the normal position, right? Let me make sure. No, those are flaps. Carburetor air control, ram air, unrammed, filtered air. Should be normal. Alright, fuel shutoff valve open. Now that I don't remember where it is, so let's find it. Okay, there it is. Fuel is on. Fuel select main tank left hand. It's already there. Fuel boost should be on. I don't know where the fuel boost pump is. I believe that's over here. Yep. All right. There's a fuel booster. Untick that. Go back to our main view. Looking for our fuel pressure gauge. There's carburetor air, coolant, manifold pressure, suction, RPMs. Oh, fuel pressure right there. Okay. Tick item, primer 3 to 4 seconds. Gotta hold that one. Let me turn some of the game sounds up here so you guys can hear some of this. Alright, starter. And magnetos over to both. Oh, I know I did it wrong. Okay, let's do that one more time. As soon as she gets cranking, there she goes. Get your mixture down at a cutoff. Sounds beautiful. Alright, so our magnetos are set, mixture set, oil pressure's checked. After starting engine, fuel selector left hand or fuselage tank. Let's come down to the fuselage tank. Avionics master switch. So yeah, that's pitot heat. Position lights we're going to want on. Radio we're going to want on. I think I'm going to see... Oh, yep, I got it. Alright, cool. So just the radio switch. Prop stays at max RPM. Parking brake released for taxi. Alright. So we are ready to get her rolling. So let me get the old head tracker turned on and we'll fly her. Alright, so we had a crash to desktop. I just think it's a simulator. I don't think it's any particular aircraft, unfortunately, but is what it is. So we restarted on the runway. At least it happened there, right? Let's see what where conditions are. I got flaps 2 set for takeoff. Alright, let's try this again. Hopefully everything goes well this time. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong damn thing. Why do I keep doing that? There we go. Alright, I'm holding full aft on the stick. Lock that tail wheel, theoretically. Starting to dance the rudder pedals a bit. Dancing the rudder pedals a bit. She's bouncing. Come on. Atta girl. That wasn't too bad. Gear up. Positive rate. I wasn't sure what I was hearing. Now, I should have gone, I think it's 55 inches, 58 inches of manifold pressure on takeoff. I held it back a little bit, because another review I saw, they said they were having issues when running the full manifold pressure. Now, let's go ahead and get that manifold pressure brought back in. Let's start pulling our flaps in. Now, I'm going to warn you right now, guys. P-51 Mustang, not what you'd call the most forgiving of aircraft. She's fun, but even when I fly her in DCS, she can be really mean. She'll wing stall very easily if you're not careful. So if you just try to go rolling crazy and banking her like crazy, very likely she'll take control and put you into the ground. So that is accurate. You need to remember these aircraft are 70 years old now, right? Well, 60 years old. So, gotta fly them like such. They're not near as forgiving as our aircraft that we're used to flying around today. So, if you try to make a roll and she flips over on you and puts you into the dirt, chances are you rolled too fast. You gotta remember she doesn't have the wing surface that you're used to. She doesn't have those big wings that we see today. I'm willing to bet a Cessna 172's wings are bigger than the wings on a 51. Probably not, but I bet they're close. Got a lot of horsepower. She's got a lot of torque. And that torque and horsepower can be used for fun, or it'll kill you. But she's flying very, very nice. If you're nice to her. If you're nice to her, she'll be nice to you. But I'm not kidding on that, guys. You better be nice to her. She won't put up with your crap. I'm going to tell you that right now. You try to fly her like you drive your Challenger, she'll bite you. Take a lot of practice, a lot of trim, but you'll fly a P-51 Mustang. .200 knots, we can start bringing flaps in. Landing gear coming down. Oop. Not using that view. Looking for about 110 miles an hour. I always come in real shallow with these tail draggers because I'm not confident with them, so don't worry, I'm very aware that I'm low. It's just a comfort thing for me right now, trying to give you guys the best landing I know how with a tail dragger. Trust me, it's going to be comical. A pretty good approach. I do tend to 3-point them. Propeller pitch to max. I try not to 3-point. I'm so bad about it. I have a really bad habit of it. Final flaps brought in. Long in the runway, and I know. Come on, easy. I got 11,000 feet of runway. I'm trying to use it. Easy. Ooh! No! No! Oh, no! Why? Why? I didn't touch the brakes. I didn't touch the brakes. Why did she roll forward? Alright guys, well, let me tell you things about the P-51 Mustang. So right off the bat, guys, she's a ton of fun to fly. Absolutely challenging aircraft. And from what I can tell, in comparison again to DCS World, because it's the only comparison I have, never flown a real one, I wish. But in comparison, I think it was an awesome experience. I think it's very, very accurate as far as I remember. Again, she's very, very challenging to fly. She's very, very temperamental to fly. At the same token, once you learn how to fly it, from what I've read, she's a dream to fly. So it's kind of like a mixture of both worlds. When you're getting to know her, she's not a very nice lady, is my understanding. But once you learn how to anticipate what it wants to do and how it's going to react based on your maneuvers, it becomes an absolute dream to fly. So I highly recommend this aircraft. Flying it around the sky up there like that was absolutely a blast. Hearing those sounds from the external view, I can't wait to do some sort of air show or something like that with this aircraft. I think it'd be a lot of fun to hear those noises. The sound to me was pretty on point. There were a couple things that were missing. Like I miss hearing the wind tunnel effect going through where the gun ports are. Now, obviously, I don't even know if the guns are primarily even there. But anyway, couple little things like that, but it was a blast to fly, and I will definitely be flying it again. And especially the fact that I thought I had it, man, I freaking had it on that main wheel landing. But crap happens. We learn. That's why it's great that it's simulation, and I'll definitely be back in it again. I hope you guys will too. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you guys liked this video, please give me a like and a subscribe. It really does make a difference for the channel. It really helps us out quite a bit. Stay tuned for more content, guys. We have a lot coming this week and over the next few weeks as we get closer and closer to Christmas. Obviously, a lot of products coming out, a lot of things being tested, so definitely stay tuned to the channel. There's a lot coming. We have new guides releasing this week, finally even dealing with all the SU-7 crashes. So like I said, stay close, guys. And also, above everything else, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.